Some families in One Piece aren't just strong, they've shaped the entire history of the world, from families that once ruled entire seas, to clans carrying secrets from the Void Century, to mysterious names that even the world government fears. These bloodlines carry power, secrets, and influence that could shake the balance of the story itself. Today we're breaking down the 9 strongest bloodlines in One Piece, and trust me, some of these might surprise you. Let's get into it. At number 9, the Giants of Elbaf. The members of this bloodline are Loki, King Harold, and Hiruden. You might be wondering why I'm placing them so low in the rankings. Well, it's basically because this bloodline is completely shrouded in mystery, but what little we know already proves its strength. It is said that Harold was a rival to Xebec, which instantly places him among the top monsters of the old era. Then we have Loki, the prince of the giants. He is strong enough to be noticed and opposed by Shanks himself. That alone tells us so much about how strong he is. Even the weaker member, Hiruden, is a giant warrior with ambition to lead. And when you remember that giants have already lived much longer and fight much harder than humans, the giant bloodline has potential we haven't fully seen yet. And look, I don't care what anyone says. Giants already get a plus 50 stat boost just for existing. If you're 9 times taller than me, I'm not fighting you. Period. With the Elbaf arc on the horizon, expect Oda to expand this family and reveal just how deep their influence runs in One Piece's history. Next at number 8, we have the Vinsmokes. The members in this family are Reiju, Ichiji, Niji, Yonji, Sanji, and their father, Judge. The Vinsmokes are infamous as assassins, rulers, and scientists. Once upon a time, they controlled the entire North Blue, bending kingdoms to their will. Judge wasn't just a king, he was a scientist who worked with Vegapunk on the lineage factor in order to turn his children into weapons, stripping away their emotions to create cold-blooded killers. But out of all of his creations, Sanji stands out. Not only did he keep his humanity, but he became the only Vinsmoke strong enough to join the Straw Hats and rise to Yonko commander level. With Ifrit Jambe and his exoskeleton awakening, Sanji represents the perfect balance between Judge's science and raw willpower. And let's not forget, the Vinsmokes still have Germa 66, a technologically advanced army with raid suits and genetic soldiers. Even though their political power has shrunk, their bloodline continues to produce fighters capable of standing against the New World's strongest. Here's a question. Do you think Sanji is stronger because of his bloodline or in spite of it? Let me know what you think in the comments. Next at number 7, the Charlotte family. If legacy is measured in numbers, then the Charlotte family is unmatched. Founded by Big Mom, this family spans 86 children across countless territories. And while Lin Lin herself has fallen, her bloodline produced some of the most terrifying fighters in One Piece. The most famous is Katakuri, master of observation hockey, who nearly pushed Luffy to the brink of defeat. Then there's Smoothie, Oven, and Cracker, each with unique powers that would make them top fighters in any crew. The thing that makes the Charlotte family so dangerous is not just their strength, but their unity. Even after Big Mom's fall, her children continue to operate as a pirate army. With Katakuri as their de facto leader, they're still a force that can't be ignored. And if Oda decides to give more screen time to characters like Perospero or Smoothie, the Charlotte legacy might rise again in the final saga. At number 6, the Kozuki family. The Kozuki clan is more than just a samurai family. They're the keepers of history. 800 years ago, they were the ones who crafted the poneglyphs, using a lost technique that no one else has ever replicated. That alone makes them one of the most important families in the entire series. Their most legendary figure, Kozuki Oden, wasn't just strong, he was mythical. He survived a boiling cauldron for an hour, cut Kaido, and traveled with both Whitebeard and Roger. Imagine being so influential that 2 of the greatest pirates in history wanted you on their crew. Today the Kozuki bloodline continues with Momonosuke, who inherited not just Wano, but also a mythical Zoan fruit modeled after Kaido's dragon. While he's still growing, his ability to control Zunisha shows that his role will be massive when the final war begins. This family doesn't just carry swords, they carry the key to the Void Century itself. At number 6, the Joy Boy family. Few names carry as much weight as Joy Boy. While being tied to the Great Kingdom, the poneglyphs, and the prophecy of the Dawn, Joy Boy's bloodline could be the most important of them all. Right now, we only know of Joy Boy himself, but some fans speculate that characters like Shanks or Shamrock might be tied to his legacy. After all, if Davy Jones's descendants still exist, then surely Joy Boy's bloodline must too. If this is true, then the Joy Boy family isn't just strong, it's destined to fulfill the will of the world itself. Here's where things get interesting. For years, many fans thought the Rocks Pirates were just a coalition of strong individuals. Nope. Turns out, Xebec and Blackbeard descend from something much older, the Davy D family. Tracing back to the mysterious Davy Jones, this family connects directly to the Void Century. Xebec wanted to become king of the world, and Blackbeard is following in those footsteps, making moves that no other pirate has ever dared. The thing that makes this family terrifying is unpredictability. Blackbeard himself breaks the laws of devil fruits, carrying multiple devil fruits such as the Yami Yami no Mi and the Gura Gura no Mi. If this is tied to his lineage, then the Davy D family might hide secrets that explain some of the world's biggest mysteries. Before we get into the top 3 strongest families in One Piece, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and drop a comment on who you think deserves the top spot. Alright, let's get into it. At number 3, we have the Figarland family, one of the original 20 families that created the world government. We now know some of its most influential members: Garling, a Gorosei, Shamrock, a Holy Knight, and Shanks, a Yonko. Shanks may have abandoned the Figarland name, but the bloodline itself places him among the most elite in the world. This family represents both the power of the celestial dragons and the freedom of the seas. With Shanks's mysterious role in the story, the Figarland family could prove to be the most balanced and most dangerous of them all. At number 2, the Monkey family. No family in One Piece has shaped the story like the Monkey family. The family starts with Garp, the marine hero who fought with Gol D. Roger to defeat Rox D. Xebec during the God Valley incident. Then we have Dragon, the revolutionary leader and the most wanted man in the world. And finally, Luffy, who went from a rubber-powered kid to one of the Yonko. The Monkey family embodies the will of D, that mysterious trait carried by those who oppose tyranny. And every member of this family has left their mark on history, whether in the Marines, the Revolutionaries, or piracy. When the final war comes, this family might be the key to bringing down the celestial dragons once and for all. And finally, at number 1, Nerona family. Unlike most families, the Nerona family doesn't need dozens of fighters. It has one, Imu, the hidden ruler of the world, who sits on the empty throne and commands the Gorosei. That alone makes them the single most influential individual alive. The Nerona family was also one of the original 20 families who founded the world government 800 years ago, cementing their place in history. And yet, we still don't know the full extent of their powers. So there you have it, the 9 strongest bloodlines in One Piece. From assassins like the Vinsmokes to the untouchable Figarlands, these families don't just inherit power, they inherit history. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives.